Hello everyone. Welcome to another experiment on the channel. We're going to play Path of Exile. Most of you probably know what this game is. We'll talk more about it in a bit. But I'm going to start a new character here in the current league. As you can see, I'm not like a hardcore Path of Exile player. I played back in 1.0 for a bit. I've dipped back in for a couple weeks every so often. We're going to play in the hardcore league solo self-found. This is the real single-player roguelike mode, although, like, I don't know. Oh, it doesn't even make you confirm? Alright, anyway, going to be a witch here. There you go. I always put waffle in the name. Just because it eliminates name conflicts, because nobody ever does that. Yeah, so I played for a few weeks. Don't need any tutorials, thank you. And I was never, like, incredible or anything, but, as you saw, if you looked, my proudest achievement in Path of Exile was one or two, iterations ago. I did play a Scion in hardcore, because I like playing hardcore. Like, I definitely played in standard. A nice thing, I think, about this game is that if you play hardcore and your character dies, you just get moved to the standard league. So you don't... It's not as brutal as in some other games, but I usually quit playing them anyway, because, like, I don't know, it's just so much more exciting playing hardcore. There's the actual threat. And the further you make it, it's actual evidence of, like, some kind of skill. Which, you know, to get far enough in standard does require some skill eventually. But there's a lot of distance you can make by just, like, being willing to hit respawn over and over. And, I don't know, I like hardcore better. What more is there to say? What was I talking about? Anyway, I got my Scion to level 77, I think it said on the thing. And I actually, like, went and did some of the endgame maps. Not a lot, but a few. That was not solo self-found. So that was... I don't remember... I probably traded for some stuff on the marketplace. I don't remember the details, or even what the character did. It was named Knives, so I assume I was playing Ethereal Knives. Sure, I'll swap. But I don't know. I like solo self-found because it's just, like, doesn't feel as rewarding if you go and, like, buy the items. Not with money, not with, like, real-life money, but trading, I mean, you could, but I don't. Trading stuff that you find in-game, it's just not as interesting and rewarding to, like, yeah, I won because I, like, traded for some stuff. It's more interesting, I think, to use the items you find. Yeah, could you... He'll look like... There we go. At 50% he resets health. He didn't do that way, way back when I was playing. I feel like this is the... Or, I don't know, maybe he didn't. I've just forgotten. I feel like this is the first time I've played against... Well, not the first time. I did a few, like, practice games earlier this league just to get warmed up. But, this is the first league that I remember Hillock, getting that reset in the middle of his, life bar. So, I don't know, I'll just grab all this. We're going to sell it in a sec anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I do have a loot filter on for the first time, which, you know, the game is full of a lot of junk. It's kind of nice to have it not show you all the junk. I used to be kind of against them because I wanted to play raw, so to speak. We're not going to pay any attention to the lore and stuff here. Okay, so I get a reward. So we're playing a witch this time. Why a witch? Well, basically because minion witch is a build that is very comfortable to me. I don't need to identify and wear this. I think it's reasonably, like, strong, and importantly, it's so simple to build that I don't, like, have to look up any builds to get. Like, you can just, I don't know, in the early game, you can just pick pretty much whatever you want and build something reasonable out of it. But in the mid game, it starts to be like inefficient if you don't have a build guide or a build plan at least that you came up with yourself. Whereas I feel like with minion builds, it's very easy. You just like here's how you build minions. Are you ready? You open up the thing and you type minion, and then you're like, all right, every node that's glowing, I'm gonna click on that. Of course, this is not strictly true, but it's very easy to plan. We just run out here to Deep Wisdom, head up to Lord of the Dead. We might pick up some of this, like, resists. We probably will. This is a great resist node, and this is a pretty solid life node, and don't really need Arcanists to minion, I don't think. But we would like Grave Intentions, probably. What is this? Yeah, minions are stronger. It's not our highest priority, though. Minion instability will help with extra damage, like one day we'll come up here. Yeah, minions are faster. And important for hardcore is that, like I said, it's really easy to play. When you're running a bunch of minions, you don't really have to die because you can stand out of the way when the minions are fighting. I could buy one of these amulets. I don't really think I need it that much. But I also... The early game is when you are very much most likely to die. And I'd just rather not. Are you kidding? No power rings? Alright. That's fine. Give me a crummy chain belt, please. Just for a little bit of extra survivability in case things go wrong. And I do not want zombies on middle click. I want them on... Let's put it on E, because you don't tend to raise zombies that often. I like Q for my movement skill, and maybe W for something I use a little bit more often. The nice thing about zombies is you only have to make them like once, and then they stick around for a while at least. How dare you breathe fire at me? Three is how many I can have, right? Yeah. So, I mean, in some sense, like, zombies are not the most fun build to play because you're not doing anything a lot of the time, or it's not that important what you do. But, I don't know, we're going to pick up at some point... Oh, I like crabs, please. At some point, we're going to pick up... was it Raging Spirit? For like a minion skill that's more like direct damage. So we can participate a little more in the fights, but still not have to get too close. Alright, this is clearly not the way to go. Oh. I guess it is the way to go? No. Yeah, okay. The thing is always on the next area is along the shore, but I guess you have to go over this kind of hilly area first to get to the right part of the shore? It's a little unusual, I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember that much about how everything generates. And we do want to be alert out here for... What's his name? Or what's her name, I think? There's one of these cannibals who has, like, Firestorm and can hurt you from quite far away. Which we would rather not die to. That's the main threat at the moment. All these little dudes, obviously, like, can't do much damage at range. And can't get too close to us without my permission anyway. So, what the heck are you? Get out of here. Is this the big bonfire? I don't know how this works. There's a... Like I said, somewhere around here, there's that big old Firestorm cannibal, and I really do not remember if there's any clue to what its to when you're getting there. Probably shouldn't have gotten the attention of 2 cannibal camps at the same time, but probably fine. So what made me want to play Path of Exile again, and I guess record it, is another question. Like, I've played Path of Exile many times. I can't remember. I've surely played it at some point while... Oh, I leveled up? Okay. Minion damage, yes. Did I... Oh, this one. I think I played it at some point while I was recording, or during my YouTube career, let us say. And I didn't record it then. I don't know. I don't know that it's necessarily a great fit for the channel, but I've kind of come to feel like, you know what, who cares? It's kind of free to record it. I don't think that many people are going to unsubscribe because I released a video like this. Oh, we didn't run into the fire-breathing guy, huh? All right, well, on to Hail Rake then. And there's there've recently been a bunch of posts on Reddit that have reached popular about Path of Exile, and it's all the top players rage quitting and saying they hate the changes in this league, which you would think is not really an enticement or inducement. You can't say indictment though. You would think is not really that much of an enticement to play, but like all the complaints are about endgame stuff, which I really don't get to very often, especially since I insist on playing hardcore. You know, basically the complaints are like, you messed up the loot tables. Oh, he's here already. Okay. So let's be a little careful, shall we? You messed up the loot tables for super late endgame stuff, and that's just not really a concern for me. I've had a couple of characters who got to maps, but never anything serious. And I definitely was not, like, actually gaining much income from them. Do I still have all 3 zombies? I guess I didn't. I could use some shoes. Sell that. Why is it even showing me this? You'd think the loot filter would have that off. Armor 8. Give me the energy shield, please. This plated vest is not that good, but it is, the loot filter highlighted it because it has all 3 colors on it, which makes it useful to sell. Oh, you know, I don't have to stick around here. We already killed the dude. Anyway, I don't get to the late game stuff, so the early leveling experience I think is still pretty much the same. And I think that's a lot of the fun. I don't know, once you get into like the late game where you're grinding a bunch of stuff, it's like, not really my thing. The kind of early game where it's sort of easy to level up and your character is getting obviously stronger all the time, I kind of like that part better anyway. Give me my Quicksilver, you witch. Oh, I'm not high enough level to use it. Okay. One of these has minions on it, doesn't it? Summon Phantasm. So skills, they can hit enemies or create minions. When those skills or minions kill enemies or hit rare uniques, they have a chance to summon a Phantasm, which, okay, great. So give me that. I can't use it till level 4, apparently. We'll hit that level soon enough. Maybe I've been skipping too many enemies? I don't know.
Got a job. Farewell.
Any slots I badly need filled? I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have some rings. A coral ring? Okay, there's one. Ugh, I don't have any alts. It's an enchanted coral ring. Boo. Well, I don't really need any of this other stuff then.
While we live, we are blessed.
Okay. I'm a little worried about going into the mudflats before I even get... Oh, of course. We explored this already. Nope, that's the one I was just in, you idiot. Before I even get to level 4 to use my like Quicksilver and my new support gem. So we're just going to do the coast again, just to be a little bit on the safe side. I could do the area with what is it, Tidal Island that had Hail Rake that we were just in. Why are you highlighting this stuff for me? I don't know. But I don't know. This place is easy enough. And you don't need a lot of kills to get to level 4, really. I guess it does say in the top right, like, this is monster level 2. I don't need this. What am I doing? Monster level 2, and I'm sure the Tidal Island is a little higher, so we would get experience faster. Ah, okay, I found the Firestorm person, apparently. Ooh. Okay, do not swing your wand at them, please. Yeah, you can see how this could be an issue if we were not paying attention. Or indeed, even now, it could be an issue. But I think we're doing okay. There's enough corpses around that I can make zombies out of, and they don't last super long, but long enough. Love a vine circlet, thank you. Just identify that. Oops. I can't really see the colors on these. The indicators are a little small. Okay, so I made a portal instead. And as you can see, very, very close to leveling from that fight. Oh, let me... More zombies, please. So, the unique new mechanic in this league is these things. These mirrored tablets that make... that let you go to the Lake of Kalandra. You, like, kind of design the... It's not really a map in the sense of, like, the endgame maps, but it's a little bit like it. You design what you want to be there, and then you can go in and fight it. I feel like this is probably, like... It scales with level, I'm sure. But I tried this out a little bit before. Oh, I actually have people on my friends list from 5 years ago or whatever. I have no idea who they are. And I'm worried that this might be... Like, it might not scale low level enough to be safe for a real beginning character. So we're exploring very carefully here. Okay, well, so far so good. More minion stuff, please. Put this on, put this in with the zombies, please. There we go. So now the zombies can summon phantasms on occasion. Oops, that was my zombie. No need to shoot a fireball at that. So obviously these little crabs, no big deal, but they're going to be some like unique crabs, or I don't know what the right word is, rare crabs, or yeah, you can see like this guy's done some weird and unusual stuff. I'm going to go stay near the entrance to make sure that I can get away if things get a bit ticklish. Yeah, zombies, if you could, like, here. Thank you. Oh yeah, you can see there's two of these different, like, unique crabs. Okay, and then he splits into this thing. Okay, yeah, that's the stuff you don't want to be in the middle of. I don't know why... How I was supposed to know. Maybe it said blows up corpses when it dies or something, and I just didn't see it. But that's one reason it's really nice to be playing minions. Because I'm pretty sure that would have killed me. me swap these two. Fine. Oh, and we did, in fact, lose a zombie, so let's get that guy. Let's just get all three of them back. How does it... There's a button, or a mode you can turn on or something to see minion health? Is that... UI... Gameplay... Mini life bars on allies and enemies, please. Above me too, I guess. Why not? Show aura icons, sure. Wow, hide reservation. That's interesting. That might make sense. Show, oh, I see. Yeah, sure. Turn that on as well. Wait, oh my god, I always forget if you hit escape, it like cancels all your changes without confirming. Okay, save. There we go. Alright, this way we can keep tabs on whether the zombies are close to dying. So I think there should be another, like, unique or otherwise more dangerous crab around here somewhere. And this isn't just like the first of the 2 sections of crabs we put down. Because I think there's like 3 of them, is what I observed when visiting the lake before. And then when you're done killing them all, you get a reward. Well, I mean, there's one thing about crabs. They're not so good at ranged, except for the ones that are. There we go. Oh, so it wasn't unique ones. You just had to kill most of them, I guess? Because the guys I killed there were a total chump, but apparently that was enough to give us our first chest reward. Predictably, oh wait, no, not utter dreck. These are rares. Okay, well, they're probably worth identifying, and one of them will be worth wearing. Okay, that's pretty blah. This is a lot better. Yeah, I mean, nothing incredible or anything, but extra life and life energy shield is the way I would like to go. Where are we? We want to go northwest? But stay far back, because there's more giant evil crabs. Okay, plenty of corpses. Zombies are starting to have a little bit of life issues. So resurrecting them premature, or not prematurely, animating extras preemptively, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So there's always 3 of them at good health, just in case. Okay. This better? No, this is horrible. You know, while I have mana just sitting here, let's get the zombies back to full health. They, eventually you get skills that, like, let minions regen life, but I don't have those yet, so I think the zombies are pretty fragile. Alright, that went okay. There should be more crabs around here, obviously. There's something. A pack of rares or something? Zombies look like they're having a good, grand old time. Although some of them did get injured, I guess. A magic wand would be nice. Oh, and we've got our, that was enough to get the chest open. So, I don't know. This is not the most inspiring.
Too much clutter.
Yeah, I agree. The most inspiring League content. You just, like, kind of come to a totally disconnected place. And, now, if I use a scroll, it does consume a scroll. Okay. I wasn't sure, because it doesn't actually take you back to town. It takes you back to here. Oops. But we're far enough along in the coast that I'd rather just go finish and get back to the waypoint than run all the way back to town. One of these days, I'll have so much money that I won't mind spending a portal scroll. But right now, I have one in the whole world, and I'd rather
I think this red grass will
still have it. Okay. Anyway, I don't know. The like go somewhere else, do something totally disconnected from the main area you're in. It's not my favorite kind of league content. Back when I was playing the really early stuff, like what? I played Nemesis and Domination. I think was the softcore league that season. The Nemesis monsters they just showed up kind of wherever and you couldn't help it, and they were interesting. What is this, red, blue on a wand? What the heck? Still, it's worth using just for the abilities at the moment. I don't really know that I need any of these, but probably should have identified the ring actually. Is this better than what I have? So 4 life, 43 evasion, similar regen, 10% resists. I guess this one's got some extra strength, which probably gets it over the top. Anyway, this wand is... Oh, I can't do that while I'm talking to you. Excuse me. Take all of this junk, please. And I guess, like, since I bought so much random junk, I, like, can't identify things? That's not a problem I can... Oh, no, No, I never put my scrolls away over here. Huh. That's not a problem I've had before that I can remember. Even when you, like, you know, buy a couple of starter items, which I did, I feel like you usually still have enough to use scrolls on the stuff you might want to use, but I guess not. Okay, well, I'm going to hang on to this stuff and identify it when I get there. Oh, not the wand, obviously. I don't think I really want the double red one. I do need some linked blue slots, and my current wand does that, so... Alright. Off to the mudflats, then. Oh, by the way, something I meant to say near the beginning of the video is, like, forgive the kind of letterboxing at the bottom. I am playing on my ultra-wide monitor in full screen, and usually I just run stuff in a window so that I don't have this issue, but I don't know, Path of Exile I feel like it's just wrong to not play it full screen, so I'm playing it at a resolution that is wider than YouTube's resolution, and y'all are getting some slight letterboxing, but I don't think it's too bad. And if it is too bad, like, suck it up. That's life. We don't need to go up to the fetid pool. The reward you get for that is something I won't need until much later. And I can always come back and do it. One thing that occurs to me, I guess, is that I wonder if my loot filter is part of the reason I have fewer... Hey, knock it off, you Roas. God, they're so fast. Is part of the reason I'm getting... Oh, those are my good guys. Getting fewer items. Like, I'm just not picking up as much junk that I'm selling? I'm not sure. Anyway, give me the ring. Great. It's got extra mana and regen and some strength and some resists. Very happy with it. I don't think it really is, though, because you don't... You can easily kind of fill up on junk regardless. Oh, a coral ring. That's perfect. So the coral ring gives me extra life, which is useful, versus adding extra physical damage to my attacks, which is fairly useless. A vine circlet with double blue and a red. That's certainly better than the one I have, although it will cost an identify scroll to eventually use it. Yeah, you can definitely get swarmed by these Roas with a lot of builds. This is another reason that the zombies are useful. Like I guess it's the same reason. It's just an incarnation of it, which is like it's really a lot easier to avoid getting into bad combats if there's other stuff for the enemies to fight. Now something leveled, didn't it? What happened? I thought I remembered hearing a leveling sound, but I guess not. Not me, not my gems. So okay, fair enough. I guess I could have sold my portal scroll to buy one identify if that's what I wanted to do. But it's not really urgent, and I like having a portal. I also think, by the way, like Path of Exile is kind of better streaming content. I don't totally have a... What's the word I'm thinking of? Like when you can't quite explain something, but you just like feel it or know it, like in some sense, like anything you could play on YouTube, you could also play on Twitch. And like, what's the difference? It's just broken up into episodes versus not. And people release Twitch or YouTube videos of their Twitch VODs, for example, of Path of Exile, and that's fine too. I just feel like this is more of a stream game, and if I actually streamed regularly, I would be doing that over there. Because it kind of like, there's nothing really to break it up, right? There's nothing quite very episodic about this. You can say, oh, like, get to act whatever, but the game kind of tries to get you to want to be doing something at all times, which is great. That's, it's fun to have things to do. But it's not quite as satisfying, I feel like, to say, okay, we're going to stop the video now, even though I don't know why. Okay, so another passive skill, give me more minion shit, thank you. In hardcore, I'll probably, have to go grab some more of the life stuff. I only have 2 of the things so far, right? Yeah, so we have to go find the third one. Looks like I missed it. But with minions especially, you can kind of put off actually upgrading your survivability until you are in places where it's tough to avoid being attacked. That's another thing, by the way, that another reason to play, like, Witch, yeah, I don't need that, is, it really does not matter what you find on the ground in the early game. Because all of your damage and all of your survivability is coming from the passive tree, basically. And so it's easier to have a viable character in the early game than if you play a melee character. It's less variance, or a character who makes attacks, right? Because then the damage of your weapon makes a huge difference. Oh, is there a waypoint right there? That's handy. I don't think it's usually guaranteed to be close to the entrance. Anyway, if you play a melee character and you have a good weapon, you can just absolutely blow through early game content. There you go, Raging Spirit. But if you don't, it can be very tough going. Why are you offering me Frostblink? And only one option. I guess that must be it's my movement. You get like an early movement skill and a later movement skill or something? Also, why is it almost leveled up? Very weird. Okay, so I want Frostblink on Q. Raging Spirits can go on W, I guess. Actually, I kind of like them on middle click, to be honest.
Stay sharp out there.
How much identify did I end up getting? 1. Well, I guess the Vine Circlet would be nice. Sure, a little extra rarity. And better gem slots. Alright, so I don't really remember all the recipes. I'm going to hang on to this because it might actually be useful. Don't need that. Oh, hang on, I forgot. You can upgrade flasks as a vendor recipe. So you can do that, and she'll give you back a medium life flask. Nice, okay. And the shabby jerkin, I don't know. I'm just going to sell it.
Goodbye.
One of each scroll. We're fully loaded here. Haha. I don't know. Let's actually just keep the fragments. I don't know. That's stupid. Never mind. I won't get another fragment until I'm back in town anyway. Still no gloves, and I don't have the money really to buy any. Actually, they might sell for transmutes or alts or something. I don't remember what stuff costs.
Welcome.
Is this the only pair of gloves you own? Well, it sucks and I can't afford it, so see you later. Alright. Oh wow, my portal's still open. That's kind of a surprise. I feel like I opened that hours ago. This way. Oh, okay, a tough enemy right off the bat, huh? Oh, I have Raging Spirits now. Instead of fireballs. They're like smart projectiles. Count as minions. Okay, we got them. See that? I feel like there are a lot of early game characters that I would just like make a mistake there and die. But you know, with a minion witch, it can just be like, you know, stay out of the way. Well, let's try this way. Maybe it'll give me the. Maybe this is the way to the tablet. Stay out of the way. Try to support your zombies as much as you can. But, like, I'm sure I took a little bit of life damage, and because like my energy shield was down to about 0 at some point, but I was never in serious danger there. Ooh, transmutation orb. Oh, I should put my large flask on 1, I guess. Okay, so now that we've cleared that last lake, we're offered a larger lake. Crabs, I think, are by far the easiest thing to deal with, so just give me more crabs. So I mentioned, I called Raging Spirits, like, smart projectiles. They're summons that you can have a very large number of, but they don't last for very long. Oh, here we go. This looks like the path to the... Oh, what's it called? The depths? The something depths? The sunken depths? Flooded depths. Right, we're in the sunken passage or something. Submerged passage. Anyway, this is where there's a side quest. You have to fight a specific unique giant crab, and you get a skill point for it. They've added, by the way, to this area, or they've changed this quest since last time I played. I was here and I observed, like, there are, like, invisible traps along the edges of stuff where, you know, an animation of a giant crab comes up and tries to attack you as you walk by, so that's kind of cool. And the guy you're fighting himself has also changed. All right, give me deep wisdom, thank you. He used to be just a large version of one of the other kinds of crabs, but he seems to now be his own kind of model and set of abilities or something. So that's cool. But I don't know where he is yet, so we're just going to kill whatever's around. Okay, you don't like to get hit by these guys, but they have a very long charge-up time. I think they blind you when they hit. I could honestly put Raging Spirit on right-click, because I'm not using Fireball anymore. And right-click is certainly more ergonomic than middle-click. But I guess it's nice to have both. I don't know. Actually, it kind of sucks. Who needs both? Put Raging Spirit here, and I'm never using my wand anymore. So we'll set that to move only. It's nice. It's pretty important, I think, to have something on move only so that you don't accidentally attack something when you're trying to run away, basically. That's it? My loot filter is saying, seriously, do not bother looking at that. You can override it and, like... Okay, now this actually is a little bit spooky. Oh, also, it's the big guy. We're definitely not fighting them at the same time, thank you. Oh, he resists fire, so these things are not going to be as good. He seems to summon something or other. But, I mean, honestly, still kind of a pushover with minion stuff. Plenty of good... Oh, there, see? The animation of, like, that's him crawling out of the deeps to attack you, even though he's already dead. So I'm, like, not 100% sure that I want to fight this. Skeletons. More crabs. Give me crabs. You get, like, a decent currency item as a reward. Not one that anybody trades with, I think, but it's like, you know, it's like an alchemy orb, kind of. It turns an unmagical item into a rare item. With a specific guarantee. Hatred, I assume, will be something to do with cold, so you'll get cold resist or cold damage or something. We'll give it a try. I just need to run away. Okay, see you, bye. Ooh, that looked a little scary. Something was happening up there. Looks like the zombies are doing fine, though. Yeah, Whispering Essence of Hatred. Cool. So, what exactly does this do? Upgrades a normal item to a rare item with one guaranteed property. You know, adds cold damage on weapons. Adds cold resist on everything else, basically. Or no, on rings, it increases your cold damage. Weird. So, I would maybe put this on, like, shoes or something, or my belt. Yeah, sure. Let's put it on the belt. Why not? Currency is made to be spent. Cold resistance is useful. And this is, like, not amazing or anything, but it's fine. How am I on portal scrolls? Alright, get me out of here. I didn't want to walk all the way back, since we know the waypoint is fairly far away from where we were anyway, even after we go back upstairs. So, where to next? Probably Lord of the Dead, right? It's more important than grabbing this stuff. What is this? Minions have, like, chaos resistance and energy shield. Or life. I mean, it's okay. We're definitely going to pick it up eventually, but I don't want to prioritize it.
Still alive,
Okay, that'll do. Let me scroll this up finally. Seems pretty bad. Increases my cast speed a little. I guess that's nice. But it doesn't have the linked blue, and I'm using that. No, sell items, I said. And there's still the option to, like, buy gloves, I guess. Where the hell are they? There's gloves here. So, like, these would be okay. Apparently I can't afford them.
farewell.
Yeah, see you later, buddy. Okay, I think that's actually probably a reasonable time to cut the first video, and then in the next video we'll go do, like, the rest of Submerged Passage and the climb, and maybe get to Brutus? Who knows? Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.